Yes, very good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about the topic reading comprehension. As what we know it very well, what is reading? So you all have general information about what is reading and all. So before going into that we have planned for the communication. So what we know about communication is reading is also plays an important role in the day-to-day life. As we know, the basic four skills are needed for having a better communication. It's L, S, R, and W: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So, all these four skills are most needed for a better communication. So, the reading also plays a very major role in this communication strategy. So, see, reading is a fun. As far as everyone knows that reading, so what the reading is really given to you, the reading is, even you can go in another way, it may makes you to be a fun. So it is, you can take in as a funny activity also. So by knowing the vocabularies, so how fast you are reading all the sentences. So you can look at the pages, you can look at the pages one by one, so that you may have a good understanding of the reading. And one way you'll be learning the vocabulary, the creation of sentences, how to create sentences, and and even you are familiar with the spellings. So everything to be you be familiarized, and you have a better understanding if you go for a reading. So what is fun here? What is reading is fun here? So look at this. All of us having admitted, have the reading habit in your everyday regular activities, at least for your examination, for your preparation. Yes, at least for your examination preparation. So everyone is experienced of reading. It's a general thing, it is a general aspect, we know it. So apart from that, so why we tell reading is a fun? It's not a funny activity, but reading is, you make it to be fun in your reading by utilizing your time. Maybe it is a dream, you can take it as a dream. So I want to read this number of books in my lifetime. So within this today, within next day, I want to finish it. I want to finish all my reading. So all these things you'll be experienced from the reading. So you may learn a vocabulary. One way you'll be learning the vocabulary, the important, the new words. You may create new words, new vocabularies, and the basic formation of sentence structure. So everything will be admitted by reading. So that what is reading? So why we have to read? What is reading generally? So it is a process, a multifaceted process for recognizing all the words and for making use in comprehension also, for fluency and motivation. So the reader can integrate all your ideas, all your facts, the meanings. It everything is posted in the form of a print. So what it requires? So it requires the word recognition, construct the understanding, construct the meanings, the sentences, and little bit it a process called a comprehension. So you may identify the words. So by reading, by having the experience of reading, you may identify and you may be familiarized of all the words. And you can create meanings also. By your reading, by experiencing, you can create meaning also. It comes automatically. And you must have some accuracy. You may create some accuracy when you read, when you practice, when you experience the reading. That is the achievement of, that is a lifetime achievement of reading. So, one way the reading gives you for word recognition, the fluency, it motivates you. It motivates you to learn more and more. And all these things you can apply it in your day-to-day writing. So this reading is, we have different types of reading. So look at these. What are the types of reading here? The reading with aloud, silent reading, intensive reading, and extensive reading. So we know it very well. Loud reading, maybe it's one of the activity you may utter it in your class hours. So a task is given to you. Okay, a script, a paragraph is given to you. So once you can experience of reading it. So at the initial level, you may have some struggle of reading the vocabularies. If it is not the uttered vocabularies, you don't have an experience of that reading vocabularies and all. At that time, you may stuck with it. So this is reading is also an art. Reading is also an art. We have to follow some basic parameters while to go for the reading. So what is reading aloud here? So once you start reading, so all your audience who are all seated in the classroom, they used to listen your words. So there you have to follow some basic instructions when you read. So what are the instructions you should follow? So it should be aloud and it will be audible to all the students, everyone in the class, and your uttering words must be clear, and you should follow the passes, giving passes wherever it is needed, in the full stop, commas, wherever it is needed, there you have to use commas, full stops, and you have to use the passes. And the falling raising tone. So wherever the words to be uttered, so what are the words to be uttered? There you have to use the falling raising intonation. And after that, the body language speaks here. Yes, the way how you are expressing all your ideas and thoughts, the reading. So all these things, all these aspects you should follow when you go for a loud reading. And come to the silent reading. The silent reading, as you do as for your examination, or maybe you can go for your whenever you want. This is a style. This is a way I want to read like this. On that time, you can go for the silent reading. And intensive reading, it's linguistic and understanding of the content. You go for the intensive reading. That's you are reading for yourself. And what is extensive reading? Extensive reading, there you find the following types: skimming and scanning. So, what do you mean by skimming and scanning here? This is very much helpful at the time of taking your reading comprehension exercises. In reading comprehension exercises, you should follow for understanding the given paragraph. You may have a skimming, a fast reading from the first sentence to the last sentence of the paragraph. On that time, you may have an overall idea of what the given paragraph is about. That is skimming. And come to the scanning. So, what is scanning here? You look in detail, a word by word, even a sentence by sentence. We have to look for answering the multiple choice questions, or whatever the form question it will be. You have to go for the interior reading, that you have to scan all the words, all in the paragraph very carefully. So that's the type we may have. And for reading the comprehension, you must draw some. First you have to visualize what it is, and you have to think. You have to mentoring yourself, draw a conclusion, to make the connectivities and inferences. These all these things you should all these things you should follow while you go for the reading. And what is reading? So what are the things the students must follow? Maybe personal connections with the text. To understand the meaning of the vocabulary, you must know the text structure, the purpose of your reading. So, as what we told, the external reading, we have skimming and scanning. So, where we have to skim, where we have to scan. Here is the definition is given to you as a basic explanation is given for your better understanding what is skimming and what is scanning. The sinning is have a fast, quick reading to understand the theme and topic or the meaning of the given paragraph. So for this, even you can do a specific information. The scanning, we are looking for the specific information. So it's a pre-reading task. You don't need a lot of detailed attention. But here you have to look for answering the questions yes, no, and discover the facts and ideas. So here, the third type is every word. No need to read for every word. But here you have to look for all the words, search for the relevant information. So it is focused only on improving your speed of reading, that's skimming. But at the time in scanning, it is focused on the lexis than the general meaning and also for relevant information. So when you read, whenever you read, so you must have some creation. Okay, you must imagine yourself. You must have some creation of your thing what you are going to read. So you can take in a book. Yes, for example, you took a book from the library. So before reading the library, so what are the things you will be observing there? Who's telling the stories? What are the characters there? So what type of text I'm going to read? Yes, why I have to read this? So what will be the story is about? Is it a fiction or a non-fiction? And few descriptions and what is used in this story, all these things comes into our mind when we go for a reading. So this maybe even in your imagination, every one of you have this kind of imagination. So what you have to do when reading, while reading, these are all the things you should follow. It provide some adequate reading practice, appropriate questions during passage reading. So strategies can be applied to the passage. So use the graphic organizers to enhance the comprehension. You can picturize yourself what thing you are reading and all those things. After the reading, so after the reading, what is a thing you are gaining? What is the knowledge you have received? So you can build the fluency, engage in your discussion. So you can very easy to answer the questions, given questions. You'll be engaging in the vocabulary practices. So you can summarize whatever you read there. So all these things you have understand from the reading. So what to explain? Before reading, you should observe, you can investigate, use these tools, you can record, make evidence, and you can create some model for a reading. And this is one example is given for your understanding. So comprehension will be, you'll be expecting the comprehension in this way. So the following that, you may expect the questions like answering questions, even fill-ups, multiple choice questions, asking vocabulary, the meaning of vocabulary, all these types of questions will be expected in the reading. And what to read? You can read and enjoy. You can engage yourself. So it is builds some disciplinary and world knowledge. It provides you some exposure to the volume and the range of the text. And it motivates you and builds some context to the reading. And this teach comprehension. It comprehends the teaching strategies to you. So textual structures, you may have a good understanding of the textual structures. It builds vocabulary and language and knowledge, integrate the reading and writing, observe, access, and differentiate your instructions. So these things, all these things are very much helpful for you. This reading provides you. Yes, especially this reading gives you all the aspects of understanding in a betterment. So see in this picture how enjoyably the children usually they visualize the picture what's given there. They may took some basic ideas. They may took some ideas, some interpretation from the reading. So the reading is one of the benefitable one for you to have a clear understanding of the vocabulary. It's one way building your vocabulary, and you will be developing some experiencing to learn new vocabularies and the sentence structure, how to create paragraphs, and to make your reading to be a fun. That's what all the skills is based on. This reading provides you in all the way. It is helpful for you. It is helpful for you to create new words, new sentences in oral as well as in written aspect also. It is helpful for you both in oral as well as in written communication also. So read more and more, read more books for having a better understanding of your the taken information.